Small events. New trend will grow global. The auto industry is changing rapidly, essentially faster than at any time in the last 20 years. There is a shift towards green development and widening the distance due to both regulation and consumer demand. Over the next 5 to 10 years, every car sold will offer an all-electric, plug-in or hybrid variant as the adoption rates of these vehicles and technologies are increasing dramatically. In particular, small electric vehicles are considered a new trend that manufacturers are aiming to conquer markets with limited urban space. Overview of the small electric vehicle market. Small electric vehicles include hatchbacks and light commercial vehicles. Among these electric vehicles, the hatchback passenger car segment holds the largest share of the global compact electric vehicle market. In 2016 alone, small electric vehicle registrations recorded sales of around 400,000 vehicles globally. China was the country with the largest share of the small electric vehicle market in 2016. Small electric vehicle sales in China are more than double those in the US. In 2016, in Europe, most of the small electric vehicles sold were registered in 6 countries: Norway, Germany, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom, France, and Sweden. Globally, 90% of small electric vehicle sales are located in countries such as China, USA, Canada, Japan, Norway, Germany, Netherlands, United Kingdom, France, and Sweden. Electric vehicles make up more than 1% of vehicle fleets in 7 countries, including China. Norway has the highest share of electric cars, at 23%, followed by the Netherlands, at 10%. The other countries are Sweden, Denmark, France, China, and the UK. Falling sales dragged down the US electric vehicle market share to 0.7%. Global small electric car trend. Increasing investment in lithium-ion batteries, increasing OEM production capacity globally, and growing consumer demand for electric vehicles are expected to boost demand for small electric vehicles. In China, the country provides strong financial and non-financial incentives for electric vehicle adoption as it is the world's largest CO2 emitter. According to the International Energy Agency (IEA), China exempts electric vehicle purchases from taxes and excise taxes worth between $6,000 and $10,000 per vehicle. The Chinese government also said it would deploy 100,000 public charging stations in 2017 alone. In the U.S., the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009 established tax credits for the purchase of electric vehicles between $2,500 and $7,500 per vehicle, depending on battery capacity and conversion kits to retrofit to conventionally powered vehicles capable of running on electricity up to $4,000 per vehicle. Meanwhile, with the Netherlands, trams are exempt from road tax. Since mid-2006, to incentivize sales of hybrid vehicles has been eligible for a substantial reduction in bonus/registration tax. The bonus depends on the car's energy efficiency label reflecting the car's fuel economy. The UK government has created a subsidy scheme called Plug-in Car Grant to empower the purchase of ultra-low carbon vehicles. Under this scheme, qualifying ultra-low emissions cars will receive a 25% subsidy on the cost of the vehicle up to a maximum of £5,000. In India, the government has launched the India FAME scheme, faster adoption and production of electric vehicles hybrid and in India, with the aim of supporting the development of the hybrid/electric vehicle market. The project has 4 focus areas: technology development, demand generation, pilot project, and charging infrastructure. Globally, supportive government policies are a key driver of success in electric vehicle sales. In a market research report by TechShy Research, the global small electric vehicle market is predicted to grow strongly from the previous 2.2 million units in 2020 and is expected to grow at a faster rate. double-digit compound annual growth CAGR to reach 3.2 million units by 2026. The growth of the market can be attributed to factors such as increased awareness and government imposition on clean energy, and thus leads to more stringent emission standards. Furthermore, the longer lifespan of electric vehicles compared to diesel vehicles is one of the main reasons why the market is expected to have a positive impact. Due to increasing levels of air pollution and consumer trends towards cleaner cars, the global compact electric vehicle market is projected to grow at a CAGR of 23.20% in value in the period 2016 to 2026. Growing affordability and growing demand for automobiles are some of the prominent factors expected to drive the global small electric vehicle market during the forecast period. In fact, if consumers do not falter at the post-safety record of motorcycles, perhaps many electric vehicles will not find much demand in developing countries, especially where the weather is not so good to cold. And electric bicycles, scooters, motorbikes are even cheaper, greener, and more flexible in tight urban spaces than many electric cars. Deborah Seligson is a scholar with research focused on energy and environmental politics in China and India, having spent more than 20 years with the U.S. State Department on energy and environmental issues in China, India, Nepal, and New Zealand. A recent opinion says, "When we talk about transportation in the U.S., we tend to simply car or we jump right to the more difficult question. Technically how to electrify heavier vehicles, trucks, or to replace jet fuel. But that leaves out many other parts of the transportation system that could be electrified." One example she cites is electric two-wheelers. This is China's core solution to urban transport, and the part that Chinese and foreign commentators most often overlook. Can Chinese mini electric cars go global? If e-bikes don't prevail, mini EVs are likely to be a future growth market. They are eco-friendly and sell well in China enough to know that they provide a practical solution for urban transport and commuting. And most importantly, they are cheap. So it's easy to imagine seeing so many cars like Hong Kong parked on European streets alongside small cars from BMW, Citroën, Fiat, Mini, and other companies that have been popular for decades. Century. In fact, Hong Kong was sold in Europe under the Fresnay-Croix brand for between 13,000 and 15,000 euros, $13,800 to $16,000. The company behind the Fresnay-Croix is Darts Motors, a privately held company formed from the Russo-Baltic Wagon Factory, a company founded in Riga in 1874 and continuing to manufacture cars and airplanes. Hong Kong and other mini electric vehicles are also likely to sell well throughout the developing world, where urbanization continues to accelerate. For example, the largest cities in Nigeria will surpass the size of Chinese cities in the coming years. Hong Kong is the perfect place for a large, densely populated city. However, one country where Hong Kong won't find any market demand is the US, where size matters, and there are over 95,000 results for a Google search for the question, "Why do Americans hate it?" Small car. According to experts, micro-EVs should not be considered a niche market. They should be the norm in densely populated cities where urban space is limited and where convenience, agility, and efficiency are critical to the health of the entire system. Urban system.